New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg's ban on big gulps is catching on. Walt Disney announcing today it's canceling all of its ads on any of its networks, including ABC Family and the Disney Channel, that feature junk food and focus on healthy food instead. Time to bring out our panel. Carol Roth is a best-selling author and business expert in Chicago. Remy Spencer is an attorney, and Michael Maslansky is the CEO of Maslansky Luntz and Partners. Remy, let's start with you. What do you say?
I like this. You know what? I have no problem with private industry making these kinds of decisions. These kinds of judgment calls are appropriate in the private industry sector. It's when government gets involved and tells us how we should live our lives that I have a problem.
Michael.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Disney's making a business decision, but so is Michael Bloomberg. He's not anti-soda as much as he's anti-obesity. And when you think about the $4 billion that obesity costs New York City every year, he's just trying to find a solution. This may not be the right one, but you have to understand his intent.
Understand his intent, but Carol, come on, there are fat people who never drink a soda, right? Am I
there
right?
are fat people who. You are 100% right. And here's the interesting thing, Jerry, is that, you know, I understand the healthy living, and I'm all for healthy living, but maybe they should put on some programming that gets these kids to move around while they're watching the TV. Because I'll tell you what, when I was growing up, I ate Happy Meals. I ate sugar cereal. We had our own ice cream freezer, and we were as skinny as can be. And the reason is because my sister and I were incredibly active. So I think that focusing just on the food and forgetting about the fact that the kids actually need to move their bodies is doing them as much of a disservice as any sort of food ideas here could be.
I thought Captain Crunch was an entire way of being. Let me tell you, at that age, I don't know.
My favorite captain, yes.
All right, let's talk about Facebook. I love this story. It pays to work there, even if you're just fetching the coffee. Facebook software engineer interns rake in over $6,000 a month. And it doesn't stop there. The company also, quotes, provides them with all the same benefits as normal employees. They give them iPhone, laptop, gym access, 3 meals a day. Holy guacamole. Michael, what do you say about this?
Well, there's a vicious fight for talent out there. We see it every day in our company when we're looking for good people. If you're good, there's going to be a place for you, particularly if you're a software engineer. And I know I've got my little kids set up with their laptops so that they can learn to program right away.
You mean the interns? You call them little kids? Remy, what do you say?
You know what? I don't have a problem with this either. This is a very busy, booming industry right now. They're paying their interns. Maybe that's not the right name for them because they are getting paid and they're not interning, they're college students, but they're paying them the kind of salary that they're going to get when they go out into the field and start working after college. It's only for the summer months, and it gives them sort of a flavor or a taste of the kind of career that they can have in that company. They're attracting the best of the best, and this is how you do it.
Carol, these kids are so spoiled today, I can't believe it. Come on. I mean, really?
All right, I'll break it down for you, Jerry. This is a recruiting tool. Wall Street has been doing this for decades, and it works. Facebook gets them in. They get a cheap opportunity to see who are the best and brightest minds, and they get an opportunity to lock them up before they can get an offer somewhere else. This is just supply and demand. There's a huge demand out there for technical talent. So if you're in school, if you've got a kid in school, or you're thinking about going to school, go into science, technology, engineering, and math, because that is where the demand is.
Well, you got that right, and nobody fights over journalists like that, let me tell you. Okay, here's a great story. Sleeping with your significant other makes couples live longer. This according to a latest study linking major health benefits with sleeping together. Carol, agree, disagree?
All right, so I just want to clarify, Jerry, we're talking with sleeping in the figurative sense and not the biblical sense, because in the biblical sense, absolutely you live longer because it increases the heart rate, and that's good aerobic activity. But if we're talking just in the figurative sense, I think there's something about connections that really do help people live longer. But the bigger question is, what do we do with this information? It's not like I'm not going to get a divorce now because I'm going to live a few extra years, so I'm just not sure the purpose of the study to begin with.
I wonder who paid for that study. Remy, what do you say?
I'm not sure I'm qualified to speak on this issue because I'm not married and I've never kicked somebody into a different bedroom. But what I would say,
you look healthy.
Thank you. I feel healthy. But what I would say, the research is saying it's something to do with the sense of security and stability and the comfort of just knowing that someone that you love and you're close with is nearby.
I love that. Come on, who doesn't like that?
Exactly.
Michael, you're going to burst our bubble.
I won't burst the bubble. I think it's very nice to hear. I just hope that we don't get the controversy over not sleeping together before marriage or sleeping same-sex together.
We didn't even
those
go
things
there.
that could come with this kind of story.
Good job. All right, Carol, Remy, Michael, you guys did a great job. Thank you so much. Excellent answers to very tough questions.
Thank you, Jerry.
All right, thank you.